Hi, I'm Psalmist Chad with Jesus is the Key, and welcome to More Than a Song, the Song of the Lord. This is where we present the songs that have been written through my life so that we might live the life that Jesus came to bring and have it more abundantly. The song I'm going to introduce this week is a magnificent song. And in truth, this song took 21 years to write. I received this song from the Lord in 2016, and it's called I Am Still Here, and I know it's going to bless you when you hear this song. Now, on February 21st in 2019, it was a Thursday, and it had been a long week for me already, and that particular day was particularly stressful, and I didn't have any food that day, and I came home real late that night, and my wife had some food for me, and it was after 10 o'clock, and at 10:21, the phone rang. 10:21 p.m. the phone rang. When my wife recognized the caller ID, she realized I wasn't going to be eating that evening. I picked up the phone, and it was Heather. Heather is an ICU nurse at the hospital. And unfortunately, I had gotten to know her too well over the last few days. My dad had been in the hospital, and things had gone from bad to worse to critical rather rapidly. And in this particular evening, she says to me on the phone, we're going to have to do a procedure. We're going to have to intubate your dad, or he's not going to make it through the evening. So I got there as quickly as possible, and I was able to see my dad before they did the procedure. And then shortly after that, the family were there, friends were there, and it was an uncertain night, and it was a dark night for us. And they told us that the procedure went well, and it was time we can go back and see Dad. He was unresponsive. So my mom thought my brother and I should go back there. And when we went back there, Heather looked at me and she says, "I'm so sorry." And I said, "Sorry for what?" "Heather, you don't want this. We as a family don't want this. But because of your quick response, we have another day and we'll take it." You see, where there is life, there is hope. That is the case for us. So we as a family took that day that we were afforded by the grace of God, and we took the next day, and we took the next day, and the following day, and we applied faith and hope and love, and we got the opportunity to see my dad leave that hospital healed. So many miracles came from that experience. Then we'll talk about that over weeks and months. So many miracles. To God be the glory. But where there is life, there is hope. In 2016, this song was born. It took 21 years to write it because it reflected over my whole life. And you know, I don't really look at that I did things well in my life. There was many days I was limping across the finish line. And if it wasn't for my wife, and it wasn't for my friend Brian, and those that surrounded me in love, who quite honestly dragged me across the finish line on some days, this song that you're about to hear wouldn't even be a reality. So I'm here by the grace of God, but you are here also. And where there is life, there is hope. I'm not aware of what you've been through in your life, but I know life is not easy for some of us. We've had some experiences. But I tell you the truth, where there is life, there is hope. And God gave this song, and just let it bless you in Jesus' name. Darkness came to snuff out my light, and like a candle in the wind, my flame simply could not fight. A trail of smoke was seen, and I began to fear. My flame, my light was no longer there. But I am still here. I am still going on when I am knocked down. His grace lifts me up again. I am still here. When it seemed I would fade away, whatever may come. precious treasure was found. In the midst of all the silence, I heard his certain sound. See, nothing would change. God's faithfulness was shown, for God will not forsake his own. You are still here, and you are still going on. When you are knocked down, his grace lifts you up again. You are still here when it seemed that you would fade away. Whatever may come your way, his upward call has come, and so you see I go onward and upward, from faith to faith to faith. I am still pressing on. You are still pressing on. We are still pressing on. Amazing grace. It seemed that we would fade away. When it seems we would fade away. Whatever may come our way. Day after day, week after week, year after year. Still here. Where there is life, there is hope. I don't know what your days have looked like, but you have life. Take it. Make the most of it. The scriptures say God causes all things to work together for the good of those who love him. Take the day he's given you and let God show you the miracle that awaits you. His best is truly awaiting you and your future. It's yet to come. Thank the Lord. If you want to know more about these songs, just push the subscribe button, and we'll be sharing these songs week after week. And if you want to reach out to me and share a story or ask for prayer, I can be reached at Psalmist Chad at thesongofthelord.org. Psalmist Chad at thesongofthelord.org. We are here to bless you in Jesus' name and remind you always, no matter what you're facing, that Jesus is the key. I'm Psalmist Chad, and I look forward to seeing you next time when we present More Than a Song, the Song of the Lord.